Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to the final video of the year. The one that you guys always look forward to, even though I don't think I've ever done one of these before. This is my 2019 year in review. We're going to have a quick look at the great TubeBuddy tool that is brought out every single year to look at how the channel's done, and then have a little bit of a rewind look at the channel over the last 12 months and discuss a little bit about what might happen next year. So obviously the first thing we did all year was that we started two new channels. You'll recognise TIJ, for some reason it's still not changed that name to TIJ Gaming on there yet. TIJ Education and TIJ Music. And admittedly the last two I haven't done as much work on as I'd like to do. But we are going to focus today on the main channel, the big channel, the channel I've uploaded to more than ever, I'm pretty sure, this year. And that is TIJ Gaming. I don't think I've got the sound on, but I'm going to turn that off anyway, just in case it's a little bit too loud. But look, it's got my header and everything. TIJ Gaming, so that is right. So let's have a quick look at how we've done this year. So, let's quick to start. I can't get my C's and my W's and my S's and all that right. But anyway, let's go back. From today, the 31st of December. Unbelievable that 2019 is finishing. So we started 2019 with 654 subscribers, 117,000 views, and 660 uploads. It says there, not bad at all. What are our top 3 uploads for 2019? A snooker video. Great, nice to see. One of the patch reviews. FM Team Guide. Not surprising. Admittedly, those do very well every year, and that is great to see. That is awesome to see. My most best performing video of the year is the Neil Robertson Pro Career. We'll have a little bit more of a detailed look through this after this is finished. But a very nice stat is that all of those stats at the bottom of the screen have improved. We've not quite doubled the subscribers, but we've made a good go at it. I mean, we had 650 or something like that. It's a nice message from TubeBuddy there. We had about 650 at the start of the year, so we've gained nearly 500 on that. We've, well, more than doubled the view rate over the year. That's fantastic. And I've uploaded pretty much once a day, which given the last 3 months is really nice to see. But hell of a lot of likes, hell of a lot of comments, and a hell of a lot of hours watched. So that is absolutely fantastic. And definitely my best year on YouTube today. I mean, as you can see, the subscribers gained, 486 subscribers gained. That's a 65% increase on the previous year. Views gained again. It's pretty much not quite double what we got last year in terms of views, but it is double the entire view rate. So that's absolutely fantastic. We've also improved on our videos uploaded from last year. Nearly uploaded once a day, which is something I think is definitely something to be proud of. So the top video for the year, that is the beginning, the Neil Robertson Pro Career first episode. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that thumbnail now. I love the thumbnail because I still use it, but not a big fan of the just the one picture now. I really like the new model I'm using of 2 players side by side. I think that makes things look a lot better these days. But yeah, really glad to see Neil Robertson at the top of that because it's been my big series for the year. There's been over 80 odd episodes now. I think we'll be on episode 90 come tomorrow, and that's absolutely fantastic. My longest running series of all time, and I've really enjoyed it, and it seems you guys have too. And Snooker 19's really been the big game for me this year. A few new releases as well. That, in course, will include Football Manager 2020, which hasn't quite had the time to mature as Snooker has. Snooker came out in April. FM didn't come out till late October, early November, so that hasn't had much time to mature, but just shows with how close the Arsenal team guide is to the beginning of the Neil Robertson Pro Career, how well those team guides have done. I'll always hold my hands up to this. I always do the team guides to try and expose myself as a channel, to try and bring new people into the channel, and support the team guides and support the FM content on the channel. So I'm really glad the team guides have done well. But admittedly, I don't think it would be the Arsenal one that gets the most views. And then third on the list was the patch review for Snooker 19. And again, those have done really well as well. The odd one-off videos, and that's something that is very clear with YouTube this year. That series are great, and 20, 30 episode series are great. But sometimes one-off videos do perform much better. But obviously, as a series, the videos will get potentially 4,000 or 5,000 as a total. But if you do a one-off, that might get the 4,000 or 5,000 as a one video, if that makes any sense. But chuffed to see that patch review there. I think the latest patch review I did on patch 1.1 with the trophy presentations has got about 2,000 as well. So that's absolutely done brilliantly. But we started the year nicely, and we've ended the year very nicely as well. So that is really nice to see. So let's have a look. Let's go back all the way to the start, shall we, of 2019. And of course, we started 2019 with the final few episodes even of conquering the Euro with Dortmund on Football Manager. And this was, I mean, it was only a few days into 2019. I should have done this ascending there, because the problem is I'm going to have to bloody go all the way down to the bottom of every page. Ignore that, that's 2018, I'm not fussed about that. We haven't worked this out very well, we should have done it the other way. We should have done it, is it ascending? Yeah, we should, but I can't be bothered to do that now, I can't be bothered to change it. But a few days into January, I called it a day. It was actually the 15th of January, to be fair. The last episode of Football Manager, and I thought, no, I'm going to call it a day on FM. And there was no videos for a while because of my mock exams at schools, and that at school. And that has categorised this year a little bit. I did do my A-levels this year, so at different points in January and in May/June, content has gone down a little bit, but equally in some other points I had 3 months off from doing anything in June, July, August, and most of September, so I've had a lot of time to do things then. And then equally the last quarter of the year, I've not had much time because I've started my new job, so it's gone ups and downs this year, but I'm sure we'll look at that as we look through what's happened. But on the 27th of Jan, we changed the name of the channel because the name of the channel was still TIJ at the start of the year, and I called it TIJ Gaming to make up for 2 new channels that I started called TIJ Music, which I've uploaded to about 20 times this year. It's not done too bad, but TIJ Education is one I've neglected a little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to continue with that channel, because what I designed that channel to be at the start, I don't think it's going to be like that, and I don't think I'm going to have the time, and I don't really think I've got the ambition to do that, honestly. So I think TIJ Music, I'm happy to do that. I really enjoy TIJ Music, so I think I'll probably run the 2 channel model. But nevertheless, on the 27th of Jan, we did have the 2 new channels, and also around this point, I think it was the 30th of Jan, I passed my driving test. Woo! Anyway, we started 2 new series after dropping Football Manager, which did definitely seem to become quite a success, which is the Ashes Cricket Career Mode, which admittedly didn't do fantastically. Tried to exploit the views a little bit from the Joe Root career, which I've done in 2018. But it never really found its feet, although funnily enough the second episode was called Finding Our Feet. It was an enjoyable career mode and you guys seem to enjoy it, which is fantastic. But the big series was the World Snooker Championship, or World Championship Snooker rather, that's what the game's actually called, 2004 series of Rookie to Champion. The first video on that's got 400 odd views, the second one's got 322. By the way, I've just looked through this and realised it's got limited ad suitability. Okay, fair enough. But we've had Retro Sunday. I mean, look at that. Retro Sunday being a series that we've done the odd video on, and I can't believe that was back in February. That doesn't seem like 10 months ago. Anyway, that's got 500 odd views. Can continue with Ashes and more snooker. And sort of, I mean, again, the odd Retro Sunday, which has done very well this year. And those 2 series were going hand in hand until we started the F1 2012 career in February. That did well as well. We did a season with Williams. We went to Lotus, I think, mid-season. But we juggled 3 series, and I have to say, pardon me, I really enjoyed that because I was just doing Football Manager, but all of a sudden my horizons were open to 3 different games. This just seems like such a long time ago now. I mean, that Racing Simulation 3 Retro Sunday seems like an absolute eternity ago. Again, buzz. I mean, all the Retro Sundays have done incredibly well, between 300 or 500 views, whereas Football Manager gone. Yeah, but yeah, we kind of ran with all those series for a while. Had little pockets of other things like MotoGP, which didn't run for a long time. Admittedly, we had little pockets again, and you know, I'm just going to fast forward now to when we get to other things. But the snooker series was about 20 episodes. The F1 series was 20 odd episodes, and the Ashes series was about 15 episodes. So that for 3 months at the start of the year, we had a really good time, and I really enjoyed it. I have to say, as you can see. We had snooker, etc, etc. And once snooker had finished, we had the odd F1 video that it was just F1 for a bit. But then, of course, coming out at the best time, and I hope this isn't lagging on your screen at all, but for the best time for it to come out, really, was Snooker 90, my big release of the year. I know there was going to be a snooker game coming out from October last year, so I worked towards it with the World Championship snooker content, but it's done better than I can ever imagine. So the first video I did was the 17th of April. Again, the game just doesn't seem 8.5 months old whatsoever. But again, 2.2 thousand views, awesome, 28 likes. Some of the exhibition matches did decently. Again, my highest viewed video of the year is there. The beginning with Neil Robertson, nearly 4,000 views and 50 likes. Online gameplay, 1,000 views. Some of these doing really, really well for my standards anyway. And really nice to see that, you know, cycling through all these, we had 200 odd views, and things got busy in May with my exams, but I managed to do pretty regular snooker content. Although you'll probably notice that snooker was the main game on the channel for a long time. By the way, I'm just blowing my nose. That's why it cut out there. I did sneeze. I don't think you guys wanted to see that. But great to see these viewing figures. I mean, none of these have dropped below 100. You know, up to a point. Probably will now. There we go. Our poor Ken Doherty. 86 views for Ken. But after him, again, all solid. And then MotoGP 19 came out on the 6th of June. So we had a 2-month period where we just did snooker 19. And then we started playing MotoGP. Now, admittedly, that didn't go as well as I thought it would do. With the market on YouTube and people doing the game, I thought it would go better in terms of views. But nevertheless, I still enjoyed. The views were pretty good in retrospect. And we also continued the snooker 19 stuff. But ultimately, snooker 19 remained the main game because MotoGP didn't quite do as well. It took a hell of a lot of time to do as well. Funnily enough, that new update broken game thing, that was actually the highest viewing, I think, of my MotoGP content, probably apart from the odd one off. But again, no more exams. That was on the 17th of June, and from then until the 23rd of September, I hadn't got a job, I hadn't got any work. So really, all my intentions on a daily basis were focused on YouTube. So at some points, we did do MotoGP and snooker, a double upload on one day. I mean, that just seems crazy now, doesn't it? But again, snooker was probably doing the better out of the two. We had, again, the odd Retro Sunday. That was a series you didn't see for a while, but again, that did fairly well. F105, but, you know, this is pretty much same old for a little while now. But we'll still scroll through. Again, pretty much just all same old snooker. We did experiment with an F1 2013 career mode, but admittedly it just didn't have the same shine as the F1 2012 one, so I just stopped that pretty quickly as well. And then I was like, I don't really know where the channel's headed. I have some of these moments sometimes, but I continued nonetheless with MotoGP and snooker 19. I hope the snivels all go as we enter 2020 anyway, put it that way. But then again, the odd snooker Retro Sunday video, very well performing patch review. But as I say, for a while, again, another Retro Sunday doing well. And until we started the Ashes series, which did decently as well, Ashes 2009 playthrough. We got to July and started that. I enjoyed doing that as well. And sort of until September, it was more of the same, a little bit of Ashes. We called MotoGP a day in August. That led to snooker 19 and Ashes Cricket 2009 becoming the norm on the channel. And then we sort of got to September and things did slow down, admittedly. But we had, again, snooker, the patch review doing very well there. Season review, that was when the first season finished. So we spent 4 months doing the first season of snooker 19. And then the second season started on the 21st of August. Can't believe that test match was on the 25th of August. Goodness me. Again, 1,000 subscribers. What an achievement that was on the 27th of August. That was absolutely fantastic. Again, journey to 1,000 subscribers. And then we started GTA, which, you know, admittedly, it was a series that I'd started and then other things came around. It happens sometimes. You start series and other things come around. So it's not going to be one I'm probably going to continue. But I enjoyed that nonetheless from when I started it. Again, more Ashes stuff. And to be fair, GTA and Ashes were the run-of-the-mill for a while, because at this point I did start work, and between the 3rd and the 19th I didn't upload anything, so I had to answer questions about where I'd been. I got this game for free, Mega Aquarium, and did 1 or 2 videos on that, and then really after that, to be honest, it's just been all steam ahead after the Where Have I Been video with Football Manager, because I did start the snooker series again. We had a really weird glitch with the final with Mark Selby, which really prevented any progress on the snooker front. And then FM came, and FM, you know, if you want to add up the views, you can. But again, that's done really well for me, particularly the team guides. But the individual stuff's done well as well. Again, we've done team guides. We've had the 2 seasons of Liverpool, which I will get finished. I do promise in the next few weeks. But again, it's done really well. I'm chuffed to see you guys have enjoyed, and that is absolutely fantastic. And snooker 19 came back on the 25th of November, and ever since then, snooker 19 has been juggled with Football Manager, which really brings us to this point. I'm going to go back on the 2019 year in review now. So that was my year, and that's what we did on YouTube. I know it wasn't the most in-depth look, but when you've got 300 odd videos to look through, sometimes you can't look at them all in depth. But of course, if you want to go back, pause that video at any point and have a look at the details, please feel free. But obvious to say that the main series this year was Football Manager, wasn't it? Sorry, not Football Manager, snooker 19. It's been thoroughly enjoyable doing snooker 19, MotoGP, F1, snooker, the old snooker, Ashes Cricket, I've said MotoGP, and FM20 coming back to FM. But I think this year next year, in terms of New Year's resolutions on the channel, I'd like to be a bit more consistent, to be honest. I was for the first 9 months of the year. But once work started, it does get a little bit tricky getting into a completely new routine. And I do probably start university the end of January. So there could be some problems there and some hoops to jump through. But let's just see what we can do next year. Now, in terms of plans for 2020, not a lot different to what I'm doing now, to be honest. I think I'm going to continue with Football Manager and Snooker 19. Thank God this isn't a live stream, or else I would be dying. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, I'm going to continue with those 2 series on the channel and just see what comes, because this year opportunities have come around when I haven't expected them. And I'm sure the next thing will happen, the same thing will probably happen in 2020. But we'll just have to see where we go. No concrete plans yet. I'm just going to see how things work themselves out. Again, I'm going to upload to TIJ Music a bit more. So if you are interested in music content in terms of reviews of albums and top 10s, go and subscribe to the channel over there. And of course, if you're excited for the content on the channel in 2020 and you haven't subscribed just yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But apart from that, in terms of general things outside of YouTube, I hope you all have a really good new year. It's been an up and down year for me, just in terms of all reasons, but no year could be perfect. It's been a good year, I have to say. I passed all my A-levels. I did really well on my A-levels. I got a job in September. As I said, I've got through school fine. My job started well. And to be honest, I can't really complain too much. So I hope that 2020 brings you all the joy you want. Again, the end of a decade, really unbelievable, really, in my opinion, because it doesn't seem like 5 minutes since we were turning the corner and going into 2019. But again, I'll raise my glass of water. I hope you have a great new year. I hope you celebrate tonight. If you're watching this in 2020, welcome to the dark side, I suppose. Brexit could happen this year, couldn't it? Jesus Christ. But yeah, Happy New Year. I really hope it's a good one for the channel, for us as a community, and also for you personally. So thank you very much for your company this year. It has been massively appreciated. And until the other side, I suppose, until 2020, thank you for watching. And for the last time, I will see you guys later. And it's the last time in 2019. See you guys later. Goodbye.